Hi. Food? Food. Okay. I'm going to place the food on the table. Right here. Be safe. Have a good day. There was a poet that worked with John Newton. The character I played, which was John Newton. His name was Cowper, also pronounced as Cooper. The poet was trained by the same teachers of Bradley Cooper. Coincidence, huh? I also studied at UTA. I studied education at UTA off of Cooper Street. But got into filmmaking. My real name is Cole Spivey. I worked with the 13th Rep. That's me right there. One flew. I worked with the 13th Rep in New York off of Broadway. Something new! Also, I worked at the Actors Studio, where I worked with the Actors Studio, East and West. I worked in Hollywood with Diane Salinger. She was the girlfriend to the man who edited Witness, a movie with Harrison Ford. I've stood shoulder to shoulder with Jim Carrey in a picture called The Majestic when Matthew Landau was still alive. I almost met Matthew Landau through Diane Salinger's acting group. I've studied with Ruskin. Well, I met him. He was out in Santa Monica at an airport or somewhere near there. He's at a hangar, airport hangar. Santa Monica Airport. I studied with James Lipton, which is the dean of the Actors Studio. I've never met Bradley Cooper, but I have met his teachers. I have spoke with Billy Bob Thornton, Benicio del Toro. I've spoke with Kevin Costner. I've spoke with Will Smith. I asked Will Smith a question. I've asked Richard Gere a question. I've spoken with Sissy Spacek. I've been acting since 1992. And I started off at R.L. Pascal High School, the same high school that Sheridan, who wrote Hell and High Water, he wrote a script. He went to Pascal High School too. It's kind of a famous high school right by TCU in Fort Worth. My name actually is Cole Spivey, so it's listed under that. I direct now. I'm part of a company called Drive Film Productions of Texas. We make short films and regular films. We're doing a film as I speak. It's kind of Brechtian in the fact that it's presentational too, as well as narrative and as well as documentary. So it does include real life. It does include real life things. So it's not all fiction. There is some in it. It's kind of a romantic ghost story, is what it's kind of turned into in script. The documentary is the real-to-life piece, which Herby Keller talks about. Herby Keller is kind of the lead. Val Dedman is an actor, also filmmaker that's in it. Rainey Love is also a filmmaker. They're all kind of, well, Rainey and Herby are also kind of musicians, kind of artsy type. The script is complete, but we're working outside of the script as well as in the script. Excuse me, David Lynch. I've also talked with David Lynch. I met David Lynch in Dallas at the opening of Inland Empire. I got to speak with him personally about script writing. He likes to talk with his hand. David Lynch does. This is all true stories, okay? Some of the fiction comes out in the fact that it's debatable if Rainey Love and Herby Keller are actually ghosts. Val Dedman is proclaimed as a ghost in the story. And the story is called The Filmmakers, plural. The Filmmakers. Okay? The Filmmakers with an S. Okay? I've trained with many people, even Sam Schott, who worked with John Malkovich and Gary Sinise. I've also trained in mime with Marcel Marceau's people, who was part of the French Resistance. Marcel Marceau was one of the head leaders of the French Resistance.